Now let's do direct variation a different way. Y equals x is the parent function, and direct variation is a little bit more of an algebraic way of thinking of the parent function. Write this definition down. When graphs go through the origin, it's called direct variation. You are defining this word. Direct variation graphs come from this equation, y equals mx. If we are going through the origin, then whenever we have y equals mx plus b, b is 0. So really, all we have is y equals mx, because we're not going to add or subtract anything to it. If you ever have a graph that goes through the origin, something that goes through the origin, you can find the slope a super easy way. How you find the slope is, all we do is we rearrange this equation. If we want to solve for m, then we'll divide by x on both sides. On the right side it cancels out, and you'll end up with y divided by x is equal to the slope. If a graph goes through the origin, then the slope is going to be y divided by x. And you did learn this last year. Let's do some. There's our formula. If they don't give you the graph, then they're going to tell you that it's direct variation. Well, most of the time they'll tell you. Eventually you'll just realize it contains the point 0, 0, so you can use these direct variation formulas. If y varies directly with x, so that's our key word that we can use, y equals mx. Y is 12 when x is 15. So let's take these two numbers and plug them in. We're going to put y as 12. 12 for y equals m times x. We should solve this for m. So let's divide by 15. Divide by 15. M is equal to 12 over 15. 12 over 15, these can both be divided by 3 to get 4/5. Now that we know m, we know that y is equal to 4/5 of x. We want to find this new value of x when y is 16. So we'll put 16 for y, 4/5 times x, and then we need to solve for x, so we need to remove the 4 divided by 5 that's in front of it. The 4 is multiplying, so to remove it we divide it. The 5 is dividing, so to remove that we multiply by it. So multiply by 5/4 on both sides. 5 on bottom, 5 on top, 4 on top, 4 on bottom. Instead of doing 5 times 16, I think it would be easier if I did 16 divided by 4 first. 16 divided by 4, okay, well we didn't change the 5. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And that's going to be equal to x. So x is equal to 20. It seems like we did a lot of math, but really we just used y equals mx twice. Let's do it again. Y is directly proportional to x. That means we can use the formula y equals mx. Let's put y where y goes, and x is going to be 3. Divide by 3. M equals 10 over 3. So our new formula is going to be 10 over 3 times x. Y is equal to 10 over 3 times x. They said x is 5. So all we're going to do is we're going to write the equation and multiply it by 5. That's going to make 50 over 3. And then we can reduce that. 3 fits into 5 one time. 3 fits into 20 6 times. And there's going to be 2/3 remaining, which is 0.66, which is G. Another one. The height of a water bucket varies directly with the number of seconds. We have height, whatever comes before the word varies directly is y. So the height of the water is going to be the y. And then whatever comes after is x, the number of seconds, m times seconds. In the first part, we have 9 seconds, so that's x, and 4 inches high, that's y. 4 equals m times 9. Let's divide by 9. M equals 4/9. Let's put that back into the formula. Y equals 4/9 x. And then it says 15 inches high. 15 inches high is a y, so we'll put it for y. 4/9 x. 15 equals 4/9 x. We're trying to solve for x, which means we need to remove the 4/9 by multiplying by. We need a 4 on the bottom and a 9 on top. So we do that on the left also. 9 on top, 4 on the bottom. The 4's cancel. The 9's cancel. X equals 9 times 15 divided by 4. Since 4 doesn't have anything in common with 15, you have to do 9 times 15 first and just see what happens. So let's do 15, 9, 5, 4, 3, 1. 135 divided by 4. Since it asks for seconds, the question wanted to know how many seconds it'll take. We should reduce this, because if somebody asked you, oh, when will you be here? You wouldn't say 135 divided by 4 seconds. You would tell them in the actual number of seconds. So that's 25 plus that. 25 plus 8 3/4. 25 plus 8 is 33 3/4 seconds. You can always break a math problem down into smaller pieces, and that's how I divided 135 divided by 4. If you wanted to, you could have just done it like this. I don't know which way's faster. It's just however you think. I like to think in terms of distribution. You might like to just do the regular math. Okay, that's the end of the notes. It's time for you to practice on your own.